Well, it was, when you're playing the number two team in the country, our guys was well aware of the talent level that they have, for their ball club, and until you face, a club with a defensive front of that nature, guys, they're playing at a different level, right now with their defensive front. And offensively, we could not get anything going whatsoever. They were stifling. I thought that they came ready to play. To their credit, they didn't overlook us, one bit. I thought our kids obviously played hard. We did have some MAs out there, and I kind of felt like the moment kind of got us a little bit there because we didn't execute as well as, we would have liked. But Ferris has something to do with that. When you're playing at that high of a level, and the expectations on the years to go back and win a national championship, credit has to go to them that they did not overlook us at all. They came out and they punched us in the mouth, and they got us down early, and they got us out of some of the things that we wanted to attempt to do. And so once again, credit goes to how well that they played, and being a number two team in the country, it sure felt like it.
Coach, there's a lot of football left to play this season, obviously. How do you put this loss behind you and make sure this team doesn't have a layover next week against Ashland this week?
Well, just that with what you said, Ashland was picked to finish number two, in this conference, and Ashland's got a big game against GV. So our guys understand that Ashland is well respected in our locker room, and we just had a heart to heart, in our locker room that one game's not going to determine the outcome and the successes of the season we need to have here. We don't talk about being a young program, but in reality, we know where we are. We know who we are. And our guys know that in order to play at that elite level, we're just going to have to continue to get better and do things the right way.
Coach, you had them 14-0. You guys were down, but then they came out in the third quarter and kind of asserted themselves. Did they do anything different coming in the second half offensively?
No, guys. Our team will tell you. I told them be prepared. They're going to try and run us over. And guys, they're really big up front, and they have a scheme that when you implement the quarterback into the run game, and then you have a back there, and you have all the different motions. You have to have keys that you read in this game, and you have to be disciplined to those keys. And if you don't, this is the result. The result is that they can get extra hats on you and extra blockers in their scheme. And I think they played 3 or 4 quarterbacks today, and all those guys had success. To the credit of our defense, now we still made it tough on them, tough yards, but physically they're just a downhill team, and it just wears on you for 4 quarters.
Kai, for you, one school record with 20 tackles. Tremendous effort by you today.
Appreciate it.
What did you see in terms of your linebacking spot that kind of allowed you to kind of float the ball and get to the ball carrier as much as you did?
I was only able to float to the ball because of my D line. But even then, you feel me? I guess from a fundamentally standpoint, like we run a gap sound defense. So although I had 20 tackles, it don't reflect on the scoreboard. You know what I mean? It says all 11 people got to be doing their assignment. And like Coach said, they do a lot of window dressing, a lot of motions, pulls, and things. And so when you get caught up in the window dressing, playing against a champ like Ferris, they'll get you out of your gap. And being Davenport football, playing gap sound football, the way that we run our defense, if you get out of your gap, they'll gash you. And they make you pay for those 6 yards a pop here with the run. And then when they put their pads on it, they're going to make sure that you feel them. So like you said, we went through a couple of quarterbacks, but we went through a couple of players as well. We made them feel a couple of our hits, and they made us feel it.
Coach, for you, when it comes to being physical, how do you get that program to this point where Ferris is at? What does it take to get to that kind of style?
Just continue to recruit talent, just to continue to recruit talent. And this goes back to last year. And our guys understand that depth is really important. And, you're talking about a team that returned 18 or 19 starters off a team that went to the national championship game. And Our players felt like coming in that we could go out there and compete, but that's all talk, and Mike Tyson made the famous saying that, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the mouth, and today, part of the process and our growth, and we got some tough kids here. Don't get me wrong, we got some tough kids here, but man, you're talking about a lot of football teams in the United States, and to be right now at the number 2 spot, that says something about their program. So we're still in our locker room learning to truly, legitimately respect the opponent, not fear the opponent, but respect the opponent, and it means something, okay? Because when you win as much as they've won, okay, those guys have this thing they call pride. And that pride, obviously can carry you a long way when they know you're an up-and-coming program and they know what we're capable of. They know we got Kai Black, their coach. You saw the reaction when Tony comes in here with this guy. He knows we got the Kai Blacks of the world. He knows that we got guys over on offense that, if we get a little momentum, that we could be deadly. But, their game plan was come in here and run it down our throats. And then on defense, to just push our offensive line back and not give us the pass, nor give us the run.
And I look forward to next week's contest. You go back on the road to Ashland.
It's one of those teams. Once again, Ferris beat Ashland early in the year in a really close ball game. I think it was on their homecoming, and there's a lot of similarities with the physicality. Okay, big. As you saw that team out there today, big offensive front, big defensive line, good backs, solid secondary play. We're going against a team that started out the year ranked in the country, and then ultimately by coaches, we voted them to be the number 2 team, in our conference. So we got some work to do, and this was a lesson, one that we will learn from. We will learn from. And I can guarantee you one thing, and that is that the boys will come back. The boys will come back, and we'll take this one as an education, and we'll get better from it.